Howdy folks, this here be Ichabod again. On the edge with Ichabod. On the edge of what, you say? Well, on the edge of town. You know, maybe on the edge of society. Some folks think I'm even on the edge of sanity. Anyway, my friends call me Icky. Some of the ladies call me the Bod. I'm out here in the woods and along the creek here. It's really dry. The creek's almost all dried up. It's hot. It's about 95 or maybe 100. And lots of folks are out swimming. They go public swimming there. They go in the creeks and the pools and the waterfalls and some of them skinny dipping, you know. And yeah, that sounds like a good idea, don't it? But skinny dipping, you know, that reminds me when I was a college student. Believe it or not, I was a college student. See, I went to Cornell University, upstate New York. They must have had a affirmative action program for bumpkins, because I don't know how the hell I ever got in there. And saying, well, what was I talking about? Oh, swimming, skinny dipping. Yeah, I know. Well, back when I was a Cornell student in the '60s, they make you take physical education. They want to make sure you can swim in case you fall out of a motorboat or something. You got to be able to swim. So I had to take physical education, and they took me to this pool, this great big pool. I never swam in a pool before. I swam in the creeks and ponds and things like that. So they made us take all our clothes off, and none of us had any clothes on. There's like 30 guys, 30 young guys standing there with their recently acquired manhood hanging out, you know, and they're trying not to look and compare and admire and that sort of thing. And I was just a skinny kid, you know, and so we're standing there all feeling real naked. And the gym teacher, he'd say, well, you got to take a shower before you go in the pool. Every time you go in the pool, you got to take a shower first. You want to know why? And I said, yeah, why? He said, so that you can wash off the dingleberries. Dingleberries? What are dingleberries? I never heard of dingleberries. He said, dingleberries is them little balls of faces that collect on the hairs on your hind end after you've been to the outhouse. I said, oh, they're all kind of grossed out. But he said, you're swimming along there, you know, like you're swimming in the pool and you're doing the crawl and you're letting your head in and out of water, and you don't want to slurp in one of them dingleberries. So we understood, we got the point, but it was kind of gross. So I never heard that term, dingleberries, and I've hardly ever heard it since, so more than 40 years or so. And then a year or two ago, I was back in Ithaca at snooty college town where Cornell University is, and they got a nice little park along the lake there, a Stewart Park, and they have this thing called a Scottish Festival, and I guess they expanded it to call it a Scottish and Celtic Festival, because the Irish probably complained, and they're doing all kinds of macho sports. They're throwing hammers and all kinds of things, and then they have rugby matches, including these women rugby matches, real tough women, and playing rugby. And so anyway, they also had a sheep shearing demonstration, and I went over to sheep shearing, and you know, the guys got the electric razor going down the sheep like that. And there's this one sheep, he's got these big muddy balls of mud hanging on his wool down his hind end there. And the guy stopped and says, you know what they call them? Somebody says what it is. He says, dingleberries. That's right, they call those dingleberries. And they sheared them all off too and threw it away. Dingleberries, so I figured, oh my gosh, all these years I hadn't heard the use of that term again. And so maybe that's where it originated, was from sheep shearing, from a sheep. And or maybe it was the other way around. Maybe it got the sheep shearing from people. Anyway, don't pick them dingleberries.